Hi, it is nearly Christmas time, guys, and me and Ollie are going to be joining you today to do fitness Pilates. So it's going to be a half an hour class and hopefully you're going to join me. And if you're on my family from Wales, then wish I could be with you, but unfortunately can't this year, but miss you all. So hopefully you're going to join in today. It's really just concentrating on your core, working back muscles, tummy muscles, and lengthening and strengthening the muscles throughout the body from top to toe. So hopefully, as I said, you're going to join me. I'm just going to put Ollie to one side, and hopefully he usually enjoys this music because it's relaxing. And if anything feels too difficult, just take it down. You're here to do, a nice relaxing workout, work and strengthen. So don't overdo it. If it doesn't feel right, take it down. And here we go. So we're just going to start off. Just remember to take my little slippers off. So hopefully you're all well and you're coping with all these restrictions we're under, but hey, we have to go with it. So let's work out and try to enjoy. So if you stand and think of your posture, think about drawing in your stomach muscles, hips kind of rolling forward slightly, so a little tilt, tummy in, feet up width apart, so feet, knees and hips in line together. Sink the shoulders down and just lift one arm. As you lift the arm, breathe in through the nose and reach high and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose, lift the other arm, stretch the crown of the head up to the ceiling and breathe out. And then the two arms, so make sure that when you're lifting, you're holding your tummy muscles in and you're stretching right up, arms in line with the ears, and breathing out and bringing it back down. Next one, come up and try and lift, and if you can, come right up onto the toes. And then breathing out, bring it back down nice and slow, bringing the heels nice and slowly back to the floor. Breathe in right and high, lift the head up to the ceiling and breathe out and come back down. So we're just going to reach out, feet split apart and reach out with one arm. So we're breathing in and we're reaching out to stretch out the waist and breathing out and coming back. The other side, breathing in and breathing out. And try again, breathing in, really, really stretch out. So you want to lengthen right into the waist and back. So we're just going to take the feet up width apart, lift one knee. So lift the knee and hold the knee up, try and balance. And as you breathe out, kick out and breathe in and bend. So you want to hold the stomach in tight. And if it's too difficult, just tap the floor and back. So we breathe out and in, out and in, breathe out and in. As I look away there, I lose my balance. So if you pick a point that you can focus on, it always helps your balance. But if you start to look around the room, usually the balance goes, and take that down. So you'll feel maybe the hip flexor tiring a little bit there, but it works deep into these muscles when you're holding up your knee. And breathe out and in. Try and keep your hips level and really lift. The higher the knee, guys, the harder it is to kick out. So we're keeping going, getting this body warmed up, and take that back down. So just want you to lift the knee up to the front, but on out breath, we draw the knee out, keeping your hips level to the front. So we breathe in and then we breathe out, but you're not turning to the side with the knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out and change sides. Breathe in and out. And nice tight belly button. Always good to keep that stomach extra tight throughout. So you're working, even though you're working on opening up the hip here, you're also tensing up the tummy area. So, want to check your little balance. So we're going to lift the knee to the front on an in breath, and then on out breath, we're just going to drop down, lifting the leg up behind. And then in breath, leg back to the front, and out breath, you might want to use your arms for balance. In breath and out. In, you might want to tap the floor before you take it back. And in breath, how are you doing? Are you wobbling? Yay. Last one on this side. And take this leg back nice and slow as you lift. So control the leg coming down. You might have better balance on one side than the other. I usually find I'm sort of more wobbly on this side. So we breathe in and breathe out. So you might not want to go as high, or you might want to come all the way down. So take it to where you're comfortable. In breath and out. And if you're jumping all over the place, that's fine. Just keep trying. It's nearly Christmas. It's good to jump around, wake up the body, and stay down. Hold it, balance it, and take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe out, bring it back down nice and slow. Control. Well done. Need to forget I've got these little ears on. Don't bump my head off the floor. So feet split apart, rolling down just to kind of get a little bit of mobilization into your spine. So, deep breath in through the nose and breathe out. Drop the chin, drop the head slowly. Reach down towards the floor, drawing in the stomach muscles tight. Once you reach the floor or wherever you can reach to, let the head hang. Take a deep breath in, and on out breath, roll back. Emphasize that arch in the back, drawing in the stomach. And again, take a deep breath in, breathe out, drop your chin down, reach down. Nice to open up each vertebrae in the back. Let the hang, heavy body. Next out breath, roll up nice and slow, really pull in that belly button. And when we come back up this time, I want you to just roll your shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out as you squeeze back the shoulder blades. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Next one, coming down onto the knees. So we're going to roll down first, walk it out into a plank, and then we're going to take it back onto the knees. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, roll down, nice and slow. And then once you come down towards the floor, you might have to bend your legs. Depends on how tight your hamstrings are. Take it down into plank, tummy up, perfect plank. Hold it, and if it's too difficult at this point, just take it down to your knees just now. But holding, hands underneath the shoulders. If you feel your back, you can ride forward. Just draw the belly button up, navel to spine. Really hold, really tighten up. Keep your head in line with your spine, so you're looking forward and down. And then we're going to bring that down onto the knees. So we're on to fours. Tummy drawing up tight. And we want to just lift opposite arm and leg. So take a deep breath in and we lift on out breath. And breathe out. Hold it. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Push. If it's too hard, just do just the one arm lifting. You don't have to lift the leg at the same time if you're wobbling. And we want on out breath, bring the hand, elbow towards the knee. So you're curling in, head curling under, and extend on in breath. So breathe out and breathe in. Really lengthen through the fingers and the toes as you stretch. Really tighten up the tummy muscles as you draw in, elbow and knee, and always make sure you tuck your head under too. Try and round the spine. Breathe out and in, and bring that back and changing sides. Take a deep breath in and breathe out and stretch. Take another big deep breath in and breathe out. Bring the elbow and knee under, and in breath lengthen. Breathe out and in. Out through the mouth, guys. In through the nose. Breathe out and in. Got 2 to go. Really curl in. Really lengthen toes and fingers. Last one. And bring it down and just take it into a little catch stretch. So knees are directly under your hips. So we want to be creating a big arch in the back. Take a deep breath in. Start to curl up, pushing the back up towards the ceiling. Tuck the head under, get the stretch into the spine. And breathing in, allow the stomach to come down towards the floor. Tip the bottom and head up. And then we want to breathe out. Really, really arch up and curl. And breathe in and tip up. And come back to natural spine. And then we want to make this a little bit harder, guys. So we're aiming to stand back into plank. So take a deep breath in, back into plank. And if it gets too difficult, just take one knee down onto the floor. We're holding. So now we're going to ride forward and back. So we come forward onto toes and then back onto heels, onto toes, push down through the heels and keep this posture good. Keep the tummy pulled up, keep the bottom down. So you're really drawing the stomach muscles up all the time. It's as hard as you make it. You'll get a good stretch down the back of the heels when you push down. And push forward onto toes, back onto heels. Bring the knees down, sit back onto the heels, let the head rest onto the floor. Arms forward, or they can be back at your side. So we're going to come up onto our bottom. So just flick the legs round. Sorry guys. And Ollie's sleeping very comfortable there on his little mat, on his little rug. It's funny how the music relaxes dogs, and when it's really, really loud music, he jumps off. So feet forward slightly. Get into this belly button pulling in tight. Arms forward, take a deep breath in, breathe out. Now allow your hips to come up as you sink back. Hold it. Now the harder it is, the lower you'll go, the harder it'll be. So if you're breathing out and sinking back, breathing in and holding. If it's too difficult, you come back up slightly or have a rest. Breathe out, really draw in. And back. And if you want at this point, you might want to lift the legs to tabletop legs and just draw in the stomach. If you really want to make this harder, you might want to extend the legs up. But if that's too difficult, you might want to just try that with the legs bent and the arms on the floor, just to give you a little bit of support. You can take it up and then bend, or you can do up and bend. I'm breathing out as I lift, I'm breathing in as I bend. Breathe out and in. So it doesn't matter which one you are doing, so long as you feel that you're tightening up and you're working these muscles to strengthen, then all is good. Keep it going. Breathe out and in, out and in, and bring it back, feet to floor. Stretch up spine and the head, and as you sink back, draw through the arms to get the stretch onto the back. So we breathe in, we reach up, lengthen the spine, head up, and breathe out, stretch. I'm holding just below my kneecaps. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, we're going to just roll onto our side and we're going to come down lying on the floor. Now you can either have your arm out as you lie, or you can support your head. So I'm just going to support my head and both legs out straight to the side, but feet, hip and shoulder in line together, guys. So you don't want your legs riding forward. So hopefully you can see me here. And I'm afraid to tip my camera down anymore in case it falls off my stand. So we're just going to lift here. So we're flexing one foot, lifting the other foot, and then taking it down. So I'm going to go breathing out, out and in, out, out and in, breathing out, out. Now the higher you lift, the more you'll feel this into the waist. And if you want to make that harder, we lift both legs and down. I've got one hand just supporting me. Try not to push heavy into the floor. So the hand is just there for support. So we breathe in out, and you really want to feel that you're working into like the outer thigh and the waist. So the legs are slightly back in line with your hip. And if you really want to make this more difficult, so it's your workout, you can take the hand forward at an angle, slightly away from the head, the face. And then as we lift, we come up onto this elbow, we stretch towards the toes and come back down. So we breathe out and in, out and in. So any one of the ones I've just showed you is fine. It's not a competition, it's just working within your means to strengthen and lengthen the muscles. I'm still reaching down towards my ankles and I'm holding up now. You can hold up or you can keep with it down and up. And then I'm going to pulse. Breathe out and in, reach, reach. So this should bring a little bit of rosy cheeks. Woo, warming up. Breathe out and in, out and in. Are you still with it? And bend those legs, bring yourself back up, swivel around nicely onto the other side. So as I said, you can either lie totally flat and legs are out. So we breathe in, out, flexing the foot, pointing the foot, breathing in, bringing it down. Breathe out, out and in. Out through the mouth, in through the nose. Really fill those lungs. And to hard, make that harder, 2 legs. You can check your posture, you can look down that line. Straight line, shoulder, hips and toes. And if you want to make that more difficult, arm out, come up and down. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Out. And it's a real miserable day here in Glasgow. Raining, not nice. But this is nice. Hold up and lift, lift. Come on, really, really lift and lengthen. Pretend you can reach your ankles. really hard. Squeeze it. Squeeze, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it back up. Well done. Swivel the feet round. Going to do switch pull. So hi. Lovely to have you on, Helen Jones. So, my sister. Love having comments on, makes it feel as if you've got people with you joining in, and wish I was down there. And here we go, we're going to lie down and we're going to grab the knee in. So roll down slow, grab one knee in and then change to the other knee. So if you want to make it easier, the foot that extends out stays on the floor. We try and push up towards the knee on out breath, and in breath, we're in between. So breathe out and in, out and in. And if you want to make that harder, lift the foot 1 inch off the floor. So breathe out and in, keep it going. So lift, squeeze, squeeze. If it's too hard, take the legs higher. You can still work, taking the legs up. And then if you can, hold these feet up, tabletop. So I'm on the floor, knees are above my hips. And then I'm going to extend and twist. So pushing the shoulder up. Breathe out and in. Breathe out and in. Back. If it's too hard, then just keep one foot on the floor, lift the other knee. And we're going to speed it up. So breathe in, breathe out, in, out. Really push the shoulder across with that elbow. Push, push, squeeze, squeeze. And lengthen the legs if you can. Really twist, work into this waist. You want to work your obliques, core and obliques. Keep it going. Push, grab the knees in, give yourself a little hug. We can't hug each other, Helen Jones. So we'll do this little virtual hug. And Geordie, hope you join in. Take the legs up, straight legs. I've got my head off the floor and I'm taking one leg down and back up. And breathe in, breathe out, squeeze up. Breathe in, breathe out. So I'm taking my head down as my leg comes down and squeezing the abs, pushing up towards my straight legs on my out breath. In breath, out breath. In, hold up. Now I'm going to scissor the legs. So we're going to go in breath, out. Add a twist. In, out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. Really lift, squeeze it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Are you feeling it? Woo! Push it. Nearly Christmas. Woo! And grab the knees in. And if that was hard enough, stick with that. If it wasn't, add 2 legs. Legs up. So you can take 2 legs down, 2 legs up. If it's too difficult, you can do bent legs. So you can tap the floor, pull back up. Breathe out and in. Out and in. Breathe out and in. And if you want to add the hands, really working hard, extend both hands and legs. Reaching, stretching. Ooh, feel it. and grab the knees in. Well done. Roll back side to side. Get a little pressure onto the lower back, the sacrum. It's good to rock because it loosens off your lower back. And a little hug, stretch out again. And then we're going to do a split leg stretch. So we want to draw this leg back. So we can go in breath, out breath, draw the leg back so you get stretched right down the hamstring. And you can do a double if you want. So it's like in breath 2, out breath 2. 1, 2, and keep it going, or singles. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Just draw the legs. If the hamstrings are too tight, you might have a slight bend, but that's fine. Just work to get the legs straight. And hug in. Really, really, really hug. So we're going to just grab the knees, bring ourselves up, and we're going to quickly come onto the knees and onto the elbows. We've only got maybe 2 minutes left. So I want to take you into an elbow plank so you get a little bit before we finish onto the core. Elbows directly under the shoulders. Push back onto the toes, and if it's too hard, knees to floor. Hold. And really draw up the stomach muscles. Now we want to twist into the center. So breathe out, bring the hip down to the floor. Breathe in, come back to the middle. Breathe out and in. So twist onto like a center point. You're trying to bring the hips into the middle. If you think of a line underneath the belly button on the floor, and you're trying to bring the hip down to that line. Breathe out and in, out and in. If it's too hard, knees to floor, you can still twist down with the knees resting on the ground. Keep it going, doing so good. And have a rest. Okay, just come up onto the knees. Just going to do a little stretch out here. So I want you to take your leg out to the side, point the toe, take your arms out, stretch through the fingers, and really, really stretch. And then I want you to take this hand onto the floor, and then on in breath, stretch above the head, and out breath, back. In breath, above the head, and back. And if you want to make this harder, add lifting in the leg as the arm comes up. Breathe out and in, foot back to the floor, arm over the head. Breathe out and in, breathe out and in, and hold the stretch. Really lengthen, feel it right down the waist, and bring it back up. Change knees and extend the other foot. Pointy toe, draw the stomach in, lift the body upright, arms out. So really feel tension coming down this outer thigh, fingers stretching, and come down onto the floor. Breathe in, stretch over your head, and out. Breathe in, stretch, and out. Breathe in, and if you want to lift this leg, breathe in, breathe in, out, in, and out, in, and out, and hold above the head, really lengthen, bring it back up, come onto the floor, cross the legs. If you want a cushion under your bottom, sometimes it's easier to balance or you feel more comfortable, just sit comfortable. arm behind, and we're going to grab this outer knee and we're going to twist back, giving a spine twist. Look over your shoulder, and we're going to come back the other side, hand planted on the floor, hand on this knee, and we breathe out and we twist. Get the spine to really twist. We've already done our waist stretch, reaching above our head. And then we want to just push forward with the arms. Let the head drop to allow the upper back to stretch in the back of the neck. Stretch in the back of the shoulders. Arms behind. Now sink the shoulders, draw the shoulders down, and then lift up the arms behind your back. Only to where you're comfortable. If it's uncomfortable, hands on lower back, elbows just squeezing in. And I am a couple of minutes over. I apologise if you're rushing off. But it's Christmas, 5 minutes more. And really push. Drop the hands behind the head. Lift the chin up so you're stretching down the back of the tricep, back of the arm. And we change it, drop the arm behind, draw the elbow across. Chest up. And well done. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you really chilled out with that and you feel better. And hi Gemma. Thank you so much. Make sure you have a drink of water now, and Ollie slept all the way through that, so he's been very good today. And this is how sleepy dogs get when you do fitness Pilates. He is so tired now, so relaxed, so it's good to just think about your breathing. Hopefully you go on, if you want to do more classes, you can sign up to the 3D Leisure at Home page, and there's a subscription on there. But thank you if you did join me today on this free page, and have a fabulous weekend, and go on, have a good day. And I'm going to say bye, Merry Christmas, and enjoy the rest of it. Thank you. Bye.